Hey, how the hell is it going? It is Rich. Welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to be doing some anatomy studies, some quick anatomy practice. Today I'm using my 2mm pencil. But here's kind of what I mean by quick anatomy practice. I don't mean by drawing it quickly, I mean figuring out your personal shortcuts for drawing anatomy. Like that's my quick torso. And you too can draw torsos quickly. There you go. Is my little advertisement right there. Sham wow. So the torso is kind of a T shape. It's gonna be wider at the top, more narrow at the base of the torso. Well, actually, then it kind of widens out here. So you kind of have an hourglass figure, even with men. Winds up at the top because of the rib cage, and then the pecs, and the shoulders out here. And yeah, you know, this is a little exaggerated, but you know, if you're here, then you're into manga and comic books and animation. So it's kind of what we do in those fields. Exaggeration. So let me grab my little pen here. We'll block in these big shapes. Right, so it widens out when you get to the chest. You got some rib cage action going on there. Abs. What am I doing here? There we go. You got your six pack. If you're at the very top, it's kind of where the rib cage is. Pecs. Get your pec shape. Like that. And then it kind of plugs into the shoulders. The arms coming down like that. Now here you kind of got the love handles. That's these meaty areas here on the side of the abs. And the abs actually narrow down as they go down, along with the torso like that. And then you got the juicy bits and the thighs kind of come out like that. Now, there's whole muscle structure going on here in the thighs. So I just broke down the torso for you. Quick, fast, easy anatomy. As long as you study it. You study it, you figure out your personal shortcuts. These are mine, and these seem to be very common. Excuse me. These seem to be very common. You know, I've learned from Jim Lee. Jim Lee has his own YouTube channel, you know. Many other artists out there that I picked up my shortcuts from. I'm going to shade in using my blue pencil. Help us all visualize what's going on here. And this is some blue lead in a 2mm pencil, but super helpful just to help me visualize, you know, in 3 dimensions what's going on here. So the rib cage, actually, like, here's the chest, the rib cage, and it sticks out. Looking from a side view, there's the pec, here's the rib cage, here's the abs. A love handle here, legs, butt. Alright, so it's kind of overlapping the abs. So sometimes the top portion of these abs are kind of in shadow, like that. And then I usually have like a little diamond of shadow where these different abs connect. Because you gotta kind of picture them like a spherical, kind of getting off track here, but do this real quick. So kind of ball shapes. You know, there's peaks and valleys to every form. And it's helpful to think about. So you would have, you know, some shadow there. And it might not be super dark shadow, depending on the level of realism you're going for and the physique of the character that you're drawing. But that is that. So let me actually break down. I'm going to use this one. Break down some of these leg muscles for you and why this goes out so much. Even though I'm drawing a male character, he's not hippie, you know, like a female would be, but there's this big leg muscle right there. Then here's the knee, and there's two other muscles here on the side of his leg. Right, so you got that large muscle, and you have another large muscle here that's running up the entire side of his leg that you would see more of if it was turning more. And here's this one, and I could actually, you know, give more of a bump there on his leg, but sometimes I like being more graphic and creating these simpler shapes. So that's why I did that. But anyway, and then you got the kneecap here. No muscles on the kneecap. All bone. Then up here is kind of, you know, some random muscles, usually just like fat on that inner thigh, but yeah. And then up here, you have the bicep, which tends to be longer, triceps here on the back that are shorter or condensed, and then leads up to the shoulder. So the chest muscle, the pec, or pectorals, I really like drawing these lines. But it's not a bunch of different muscles here. This is just how this one muscle looks with the sinew and the tissues being stretched like this. That's kind of how it goes across the body. It wraps around the outer part of the rib cage. And I think there's kind of like some abs there. External, forget what they're called exactly. Then there's some, there's abductors and deductors, something like that. They go along the outer part of the torso there. And then, what do I do? Oh. Here's your meaty love handle. Nothing really going on there. Nothing really going on in this whole diaper region. Yeah. Some quick stuff going on there. Over here, this one. So you got the pecs there. You actually have this whole shoulder area, but I'm not going to draw the arm, so we can focus on the torso here. Leg. Sorry if the lighting just changed. My computer's right here and just started like going to sleep. So you got the rib cage there. and shoulder blade, all kinds of cool stuff going on over there. So I can pull this up a little bit. One thing it's going to smudge. Appears to be fine. There we go. So you got the underside of the pec, rib cage, and then here's the abs. Now, like I said, are in shadow. At least the top part of that is. Most of this would be in shadow, depending on the light source, but assuming that it's coming from above, this would be how the light falls. Definitely all going to be in shadow from the arm and shoulder, everything above that. I'll leave some highlight on the back side. Yeah. So like I said with the pec, got it being stretched across there. Got your six-pack going on there. Under the rib cage, love handle. So, what I was talking about, you got this big muscle right here, and that's basically going to be like that. And you got the exterior one, which tends to be like that. They're almost the same, they're basically the same shape, but reversed. So you got one like that, and then the other one like that. Like these upside down teardrops, almost, or chicken legs being stretched in place neatly together like that. And then you got more muscles on the backside, and then you got the glutes. Boom. Some quick anatomy for you. And like I said, by quick, obviously I can do it quick, and you can do it quick too. You just got to learn your shorthand for it. So I showed you how I do it quickly, and then I broke it down for you, what exactly is going on in that space. So, if I was going to do a female anatomy, it's going to look very similar to the male. So assuming here's the collarbone, it's going to be less of a T shape, actually. So what I do, shoulders aren't going to be as broad. So up here we had a T. Here I kind of have a shape more like that. And then to make it a little more three-dimensional for you, what I'm doing is like that. Right. And then to be a little bit more detailed, this is what I'm doing. Why don't you bring the crotch up a little bit more? I think right there. Sorry, I'm a little quiet. It's early in the morning. Even when I get in the zone, I kind of stop talking. But oh yeah, I could be doing this in black and showing you these more definitive shapes. I really like drawing the collarbone. I don't know why. So I kind of have a rib cage there. So I have the love handle, and then I have the hips. Come down, it's very round. And that's probably the big difference right there. Aside from, you know, making the shoulders more narrow. So I narrow the shoulders, right? Less T, less broad. And then the hips, make them sharper and straighter. And here I make them rounded and curvier. So these are my quick anatomy tips. I'll do it quickly, and you can do this too. Create your own shorthand for your style. Here we go. So that's it. That's quick. Now I'm going to go in and break it down like I did before. Where's my blue pencil? Here we go. So you're going to have significant shading under the breasts, under the rib cage, like I showed you before. Be less shading there in the center. Some shading there in the armpit region. Yeah, I'd add in some shading around there. Okay. So, female anatomy, they still have pecs. Up here. And they got the rib cage. Still got abs. I just don't detail them very much. Obviously still got the love handles and large leg muscles. biceps. Yep, there you go. So there's my quick anatomy hacks. Tips for you. Figure out your own shorthand. And, you know, obviously first you have to know scientific anatomy, medical anatomy. And then you can create your own dynamic anatomy. Covered this in previous videos, especially the ones titled Dynamic Anatomy. I've talked about, you know, what they mean, what the difference is, and how to create your own versions. So yeah. Hey, if this video helped you out at all, go and subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell for notifications. I appreciate it. Still a very small channel. Any support helps. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.